Iran has signalled it's willing to resume nuclear talks with the so-called P5+1 group of nations, responding to an offer of last October from the European Union. The move comes just a day after the Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad made a show of touring a nuclear facility and loading what state television described as Iran's first domestically produced fuel rod. The demonstration appeared to be an attempt to show that international sanctions imposed on Iran are having little effect. Middle East correspondent Anne Barker reports.
It was President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad who publicly trumpeted Iran's nuclear advances after watching the first homemade fuel rods being loaded into Tehran's nuclear research reactor.
The
nation of Iran has found its bright path, one that our martyrs opened for us.
The president also announced thousands more centrifuges to help enrich uranium. The advances highlight Iran's determination to proceed with its nuclear program, which many in the West claim is for developing atomic weapons, although Iran insists it's for peaceful purposes only, such as electricity production, and that harsh sanctions are forcing it to produce its own fuel rods rather than buy them overseas.
This sends an important message abroad, showing that sanctions at least have been ineffective in preventing Iran's scientific and technological progress.
The US has dismissed the developments as unimpressive and says they merely show sanctions are starting to bite.
We still need to demonstrate to all of us, including taking advantage of the IAEA inspection team now, that this is a purely peaceful program as they claim.
Israel, though, has warned of a rise in Iranian aggression, coming as it does on the back of a spate of bomb attacks around the world, including a bomb in New Delhi, which critically wounded an Israeli diplomat.
Iran
is the world's greatest exporter of terror. During these very days, Iran's terror actions have been revealed to everyone's eyes. Iran upsets the stability of the world. It harms innocent diplomats in many countries. And the countries of the world must condemn Iran's terror actions and demarcate red lines against Iranian aggression.
Experts say if Iran succeeds in utilising more modern centrifuges in the nuclear cycle, it could shorten the time needed to make atomic weapons.
If it's true that Iran is introducing 3,000 more centrifuges and that they are more efficient, that is significant. It means that the timeline for Iran being able to produce a nuclear weapon, if they were to decide to do so, is significantly shorter.
Just this week, Iran told world powers it was ready to resume talks over its nuclear program, an offer the West is yet to take up. The US and Israel have not ruled out military action against Iran if talks or sanctions fail to restrain its nuclear ambitions. Anne Barker, Late Line.